Hello, I'm Attorney Todd Leneve. Welcome to West Virginia Gun Law. I wanted to do a short video today to share with you two new bills that have been introduced in this new Congress that are of direct and immediate interest to the Second Amendment community. Stick around. Just a few days into the 2025-26 Congress, and we already are seeing a couple of very interesting developments for the 2A community that I wanted to share with you here. On January 3rd, Representative Richard Hudson of North Carolina introduced House Bill 38, which is a bill designed to allow concealed carry reciprocity across the country. Now, there's no text yet to this bill. He has simply gone through the formal process of introducing the legislation, but the text of the bill will be provided later. Now, Representative Hudson has introduced this bill several times over the past 3 to 4 years, and I've had a chance to read through the bill, and essentially what it says is this: if you are in possession of a valid identification card from your state, whether it's a driver's license or just an ID card, and you also possess a valid and current permit or license to carry a concealed weapon in your home state, you may then carry a concealed firearm. Generally, it appears to be limited to handguns in any other state in the United States that allows its residents to carry a concealed handgun with the possession of a license or otherwise, or which doesn't outright simply prohibit the concealed carry of a handgun. So what this bill is essentially saying is, if you've got your state-issued identification with you and you have your concealed handgun license or your concealed weapons permit or whatever your state calls it, you can then travel to any other state in the United States. And the great thing is that right now there are no states that prohibit their residents from applying for a concealed weapons permit, even though they may be difficult to get, or even though, as in the case of New York, you may be able to get one, but then there's almost nowhere you can carry one. As long as you have that license of your own and your identification of your own, you can go to any other state. And so there are certainly some restrictions, some things that have to be respected with the other states' laws, but this bill, historically in the form that he's introduced it, this bill does limit the ability of other states to say you can't bring your firearm here. So now that means for someone here in West Virginia like myself, I could go to Maryland, I could go to New Jersey, which are two places that are fairly close, places where I know people, have family members that I might want to go visit. Now I can go armed, and I don't have to worry about the fact that those states otherwise wouldn't allow me to have a firearm there. So this is a really interesting development. What's cool about House Bill 38 is that this time around there are 124 co-sponsors. Now granted, they're all Republicans, so this would be a partisan bill in all likelihood, but the Republicans do have the majority in the House, and so there is a reasonable chance that this could get some traction. It has never gotten very far in the past, but we're in a very different time right now with the incoming administration and the White House that we've seen President Trump indicate in interviews that if a concealed carry reciprocity bill came across his desk that he would pass it. It seems that there's some momentum behind this one, and that it does in fact have the possibility of going somewhere in this Congress. So it's one to keep an eye on, and we'll definitely keep you updated on that. The second bill that I wanted to mention to you is House Resolution 129, which was introduced by Congresswoman Lauren Boebert of Colorado. This is a resolution to pass a law abolishing the ATF. It's about time that that comes out. And while I don't know if there's a whole lot of likelihood that this one passes, it doesn't have any co-sponsors. In other words, nobody else signed on with her supporting this bill. But I think that it's an interesting move. And in this era of the Department of Governmental Efficiency being willing to take a look at a lot of different bureaucracies within the federal government, I think it's a very intriguing development. Again, whether or not it gets any legs and goes anywhere, I don't know. But it's an interesting proposition here that she has introduced. Like House Bill 38 regarding concealed carry reciprocity, there is no text yet available for H.R. 129, and so we're going to have to wait and see exactly what it says, how it's worded, but that's another one that's worth keeping on your radar. I'll provide a link down below to the Congressional Bill Tracker where you guys can jump in and try to follow along as well on your own, but I will definitely be following both of these bills and seeing what happens, where they go, if anywhere. But they're both very interesting. They're both things that could be significantly impactful for the Second Amendment community, and I'm really hoping that maybe with President Trump in the White House, with his signaling that he is going to be open to supporting Second Amendment initiatives, we might actually see some positive developments here that could make a big impact on how we exercise our Second Amendment rights. So if you have questions, thoughts, comments, please drop them in the comment section below. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, I'd love to have you consider doing so, have you being a part of this community, and being able to keep up with us so that you can help get the word out by sharing and liking the videos. I don't have anything else for you today. I appreciate you taking just a few minutes with me, though, and I look forward to seeing you guys next time around. Until then, take care and stay safe.